News tonight, Governor Soludo says implementation of 2025 Anambra budget starts today. Christians usher in year 2025 with special service. Federal government to unveil national values character Q1 2025. India launches its first space docking mission. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. The Anambra here is wishing you the best of Christmas and the New Year as we look forward to a better 2025. Remember the reason for the season. Do not relent in giving and sharing with your neighbors as we enjoy this season of love, peace, and joy. Good evening and welcome to the evening news. My name is Uche Chukwu Ebonam. Governor Chukwuma Soludo says implementation of the 2025 Anambra budget starts today, 1st January. In his New Year message to Anambra, Governor Soludo reaffirmed his administration's commitment to advancing progress across all sectors of the Anambra state economy. He declared that Anambra must be livable and prosperous and urged citizens to look forward to significant achievements as his government strives to fulfill all its mandates. 2025 is here, and Christians ushered in the year with special services and masses of thanksgiving and prayers, bringing their expectations to God. Religion correspondent Chinelo Onwuzulike filed in the report.
Their faith that the year will be filled with blessings better than in all the churches visited, parishioners were met in joyous mood, praising God for His grace and mercies that saw them into the year, which they exercised their faith that the year will be filled with blessings better than the previous years. They also presented their expectations for the year to God, asking Him to bring an end to the insecurity, incessant killings, and hunger in the land. At St. Mary's Church, Upo, the Archdeacon, Upo Archdeaconry, and Vicar of the church asked Christians to persevere in prayers, faith, and hope in Christ Jesus, who has come to redeem and bring salvation to them.
This year will be far, far greater than last year. And the Lord who has brought us here will always continue to guide us. No matter the failures of man, God is still on the throne.
At the St. Joseph's Cathedral, Aguleri, the Chancellor of Aguleri Diocese, Reverend Father Innocent Achebunike, during the Mass, stated that everything in life is all about God and that seeing the year 2025 is a thing to glorify God. While the Archdeacon, Northia Archdeaconry, and Vicar of St. Michael's and All Angels Anglican Church, Northia, Venerable Dr. Oyinyechukwu Ilione, gave them hope for revival while speaking on year 2025, my year of total recovery.
We declare to you, our people, that all that you have lost in 2024, all that made you to be painful, to have pains in your heart, my God and our God will restore joy, will restore peace, will restore your happiness.
This year 2025, because He's the stone of your head, He will always appear on your behalf. When it looks as if nobody will appear, God will appear on your behalf.
The member representing Agwata Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, Engineer Dom Okafo, has been conferred with the chieftaincy title of Ezia Fakego Ekulobia by the traditional ruler of the community, Igwe Emmanuel Onyeneke, during his 2024 Ofala Festival. Correspondent Chibuzo Koye covered the event and now reports.
Conferring Engineer Okafo with the title, Igwe appreciated the federal legislator as a great son of Agwata who has distinguished himself in various fields of endeavor, urging him to keep up his good works. Responding after receiving the honor, Engineer Okafo, who described Igwe as a senior professional colleague, thanked him and Ndi Ekulobia for finding him worthy of such honor, promising to ensure that the road leading to the monarch's house is constructed by ensuring that it is captured in the federal government's 2025 budget of 49.7 trillion naira. Also speaking, Mrs. Ades Okafo, who is the wife of the legislator, expressed delight over the chieftaincy title given to her husband.
The Igwe is a fellow of the Nigerian Center of India, just like myself. For them, for the big town like Ekulobia to consider me for this great honor, I feel very happy today, and I thank God for that honor.
I pray that God will guide you, God will protect you, strengthen you. He's going out and coming back, God will protect you.
from Ekulobia in Agwata local government area. This is Chibuzo Okoye for ABS News.
Umuada Isionyenato in Njikoka local government area has been inaugurated. Correspondent Chukwemeka Modelim was there and now reports.
Chairman of The chairman of Isionye village, Mr. Boni Ozobialo, while inaugurating the association at Umwezu, Awovu village hall, charged them to bond together and do their best to advance the cause of Isionye's progress. In her speech, the convener of the association, Mrs. Ebele Nwokoye, explained that members of Isionye are all the daughters born in the three villages that make up Isionye, namely Osili, Awovo, and Uru Baleke, and their vision is to bring their sisters that are based all over the world together for the purpose of helping the less privileged among them.
Just a way to bring our sisters, that are based all over the world, to bring us together, to bond as sisters, but think of what we can do for our community.
On her part, the chairman planning committee of the inauguration ceremony, Mrs. Ijoma Uche, described their inauguration as a welcome development, noting that it will help them to bond as sisters, while the chairman on the occasion, Chief Jude Ekunife, advised them to work in line with their bylaw in order to achieve their vision. From Enugu, Chukwemeka Modelim, ABS News.
From the federal scenes, President Bola Tinubu says his government will unveil the National Values Charter already approved by the Federal Legislative Council in the first quarter of 2025. The president, who said this in his New Year message to Nigerians, maintained that he will launch an ambitious national orientation campaign that fosters patriotism and love for Nigeria and inspires citizens to rally together. According to him, the charter will promote mutual commitments between the government and citizens and foster trust and cooperation among a diverse population and between the government and the citizens. He also urged governors and local government chairpersons to work closely with the central government to seize emerging opportunities in agriculture, livestock and tax reforms and move the nation forward. From faraway India, India has launched its first space docking mission on an Indian-made rocket in an attempt to become the fourth country to achieve the advanced technological feat. The mission, called Space Docking Experiment Desk, lifted off from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Andhra Pradesh state aboard the Indian Space Research Organization's ISRO workhorse PSLV rocket. According to the report, after around 15 minutes, the mission director called the launch successful after the spacecraft reached an altitude of around 470 kilometers. The mission is seen as pivotal for future space endeavors, including satellite servicing and the operation of the country's planned space station. From the world of sports, sports stakeholders have lauded the federal government's 78 billion naira allocation for sports in the 2025 fiscal year, describing it as a significant improvement from the 31 billion naira by July budgeted for 2024. The budget, which is part of the National Sports Commission's Renewed Hope initiative for Nigeria's sports economy, has been welcomed by federation heads who believe the increased funding could transform the country's sporting landscape. Interim Nigeria Boxing Federation President Azania Omagege, while commending the allocation, urged for direct disbursement of funds to sports federations. Before we go tonight, remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS TV from many parts of the world by liking our Facebook page at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Television Oka. On X, formerly Twitter, we are ABS Radio TV. On Instagram, we are ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. Now the main points that made the news again tonight. Governor Soludo has said implementation of 2025 Anambra budget starts today. Christians have ushered in year 2025 with special service. Federal government is unveiled National Values Charter Q1 2025. And from the foreign scenes, we told you that India has launched its first space docking mission. To end the news, here's a special message again. Anambra here is wishing you the best of Christmas and the New Year as we look forward to a better 2025. Remember, the reason for the season. Do not relent in giving and sharing with your neighbors as we enjoy this season of love, peace, and joy. And that's all in the news tonight. My name is Uchechukwu Ibunam. Thank you so much for staying with us. Happy New Year and good night.